Hey, it's Robin over at robinshields.com. I want to ask you a question, a personal question. Have you been guilty of referring to yourself as being your own worst enemy? Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you said that before? Have you heard somebody else say it? I'll admit it, I've said it before. And when I really look closely at that statement, what it's really saying is it's a justification statement. So it's a way of justifying your actions or your behavior. Maybe you behaved inappropriately, didn't get the result that you were looking for, didn't achieve something. And so it's just a way of saying, yeah, I just kind of get in my own way. And what it does is it justifies where you are and it keeps you where you are. Well, I had a revelation about this, and that's why I'm doing this video. I mean, I swear to you, like 30 minutes ago, I just had this revelation. I kind of had to jot it out in my mind. If we refer to ourselves as our own worst enemy, then on the whole friendship scale, let's just say that there's a hierarchy of sorts, from friend to enemy, okay? And where, all that takes place. And so here's what I penned out. And also I want to just say that it's important to say, we'll kind of have friends at the top and then enemies, so to speak, at the bottom. So here's what I came up with, and see if this kind of makes some sense to you, right? So above the line, we've got best friend, close friend, and friend. And then acquaintance is just kind of, we'll refer to that as the line. And then look what's below the line. Frenemy, which I think is a fascinating word, enemy, and worst enemy. Worst enemy, if you refer to yourself as your worst enemy, goodness gracious, you got a long way to climb back up to be kind of in your own good graces, right? Does that make sense? I know this is probably a little abstract. The Lord laid it on my heart. I had to jot it down. I'm sharing it with you. Language is so important. If it comes out of our mouth, that means it's lingering somewhere inside of us. So somewhere between here and here, that's rolling around. And we got to get rid of that. When we identify that self-defeating language, it's time to take out the garbage, and we have to do that. All right. I mean, I know around my house, we take out the trash at least once a week. And sometimes when it comes to our minds, we need to be dumping on a daily basis. So I invite you to do three things. One is check your language. Refer to yourself in the positive, not the negative. All right. And if you start to say something negative about yourself, correct it. All right. Just those slight tweaks can make all the difference. Okay. The second thing is understand that there is a very real enemy that's lurking around in all of our lives. And he shows up in disguise in relationships, in circumstances. And if you don't know that that's what you're dealing with, you're going to direct your emotions and anger and language at a person, possibly, and that could destroy a relationship. So understand, I want to share 1 Peter 5:8 with you, that be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. That right there is the worst enemy. And the third thing is share this message with somebody else, somebody who needs to hear this. I know, like I said, it was a little bit different way of maybe expressing it. It was on my heart. I wanted to share it. And it's not really up to me how you receive it. It's just my job to share it with you. And I hope it blesses you in some way. I hope that you know somebody you can share this message with and it will make a difference for them. Okay. So if you're not already on my newsletter, go over to robinshields.com, drop your name and email in, and I will send you out some really great stuff that will bless your life and bless your business. Okay. So until then, until I see you on the next video, I wish God's blessings upon you. Take care.